Hey everybody, this is Ben with BRG Music. Got an Arrow 1000 Evertune with the Fishman Influence pickups in it here. Covers are still on the pickups, brand new guitar. So I'm going to show you kind of my warm-up routine if I'm just kind of like a calisthenics for guitar kind of thing with one particular exercise that kind of covers a lot of ideas. Because sometimes I look for ways to do practice routines that are like compressed in time. They get a lot done without wasting a bunch of time, that I don't have doing basic moves to get my fingers hot so where I can work on harder stuff. So what I'm going to do is start with, I'm going to do two different scalar patterns. One is the one that starts with like a whole step and then a half step. So if you finger that, it'd be like 1, 3, 4, okay? And the other one is 1, 1, 2, 4. So it kind of covers those two basic 4-fret patterns. Now when I get higher in the neck, I switch gears to where I don't use my pinky, I use my ring finger instead, and I work on those types of ideas with those fingers, right? So here's how I do it. In order to make this efficient and not so like repetitive, because I used to do all ascending, descending, and stuff like that, and I got bored with it. I can't stand it anymore because I've done it forever. I wanted to do something interesting for my picking hand and the fretting hand, so what I did was I ended up doing groups of 5. And the way I started is I start with my pinky finger on the 4th fret of the low E string, and I play 4, 3, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you count the notes, and then reverses direction on the next string, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, and then it reverses back to the original 4, 3, 1, 3, 4 on the D string. Then the G string is going to be just like the A string, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, okay, if that makes sense, kind of ping-ponging back and forth. And the picking hand is straight alternate picking, so I'm down, up, down, up, down, and then up, down, up, and then that reverses. So it looks something like this. I'll go through it, kind of the basic pace I typically do if I haven't played. Since I haven't played, it's cold in here, it's going to sound like this. Now at the 10th fret, this is typically about where I like to switch it. So I'm going to slide to the 10th fret, and now it's going to be ring finger on 13, middle finger on 12, first finger on 10, and the pattern continues. Okay, now I've gotten through that. That's all 24 frets. It gets kind of tricky up there at the top, but if you never play there, you're never going to be proficient there. So you kind of push yourself into doing that. And sometimes it's going to sound like complete crap, and setup can make a huge difference on that. This guitar in particular is a little bit high for me, and I would lower it, but I'm just going to leave it as it is because that's for the next guy who wants to buy this to decide. So now I change the fingering to, I reverse directions and change the finger, I guess, to this half step, whole step deal. So in this case, I'm like 24, 22, and then 21 is kind of where I'm at. And the pattern stays the same, down and back up, and then change strings. sliding down to 9, change it back to the pinky. Back where I started. Now, those are the basic patterns, and I like to do those if I have very little time. Now, if I've got a little more time and I want to get a little more done, I will do the with the whole step between each finger, and then I'll do the harmonic minor patterns too. Harmonic Hungarian, whatever, same thing, where it's the stretch or this guy. Those can be really good for your hands and help you get a little more out of it. Obviously, down here, a couple of them are going to be a little harder, especially if your hands aren't large like mine are. Some of the guys with big hands, you got it, never mind. But that's what I do if I'm in a real pinch for time to warm up. It's a nice way to get all the frets on the guitar covered and get your basic 4-fret scalar patterns kind of warmed up and ready to go, so you can start to start to get moving, and I hope that helps you out. I've got some more videos I want to post. As time allows, I will post more videos, and I hope you enjoyed this. Today's guitar is an ESP LTD Aero 1000, the Evertune. It's got the Fishman Fluence pickups in it, and the plastic covers are still on them, obviously. Brand new guitar. Just pulled it off the wall in tune and played it for that, so there you have it. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more. Thanks.